us in the Loud House. One boy, 10 girls, wouldn't trade it for the world. Loud, Loud House.
Eat that nutstrap, biatch.
Hey out there, Loud House Critic here. And today's episode is one of the classics from the first season of The Loud House, and it's possibly one of my favorites, along with Undie Pressure and Making the Case. Today's Loud House episode is Come Sail Away, number 38th episode of season 1 of The Loud House. This one I've watched so many times along with Undie Pressures, and didn't even have to so much look back at this, and I am so much as visualizing it with my eyes closed, because I already know what happens in this episode after watching it so many times. In fact, I can actually picture what actually happens in the episode. I really don't know how many people actually try to request this to me, but I'm just going to look this over anyway, just because I want to. So this episode begins with Lincoln carrying a box full of old stuff, and you're probably wondering what's going on here. I can't even imagine that so much of him and his siblings have so much competition going on.
I can make it up the stairs first. Work it.
Kids, come bring in the groceries.
I bet I can literally carry the most bags.
Yeah! Go, Luna!
Yeah! In your fucking face, fuckwad!
Whoa, okay.
Go, Lola! Biggest fur!
Yeah, you guys feel like you want to show it off so much, don't you? And Jesus Christ, learn some manners too. Even you, Lola. But shit and fire and sending matches, Lincoln has had so much of a winning streak, I can't even imagine why. And he's so determined to outsell his own sisters on the garage sale. Anyone else want to guess what's going to happen next?
Oh, what's the matter, Lily? You need your blankie? It's okay, Lily. Your blankie's right here.
Is it just me, or does that moose toy look somewhere close to Bullwinkle?
Boy, she really knows how to squeeze my hose. Bullwinkle. I'm just saying, she really knows how to make the wet stuff come out. Bullwinkle. Oh, and when I say come out.
Okay, don't come crying to me if the FCC leaves a horse head on your mattress.
At least I wouldn't be the only one getting head.
Oh, Christ.
Yeah, at some garage sale like that, it ain't gonna sell shit. I mean, I had a garage sale over at my friend's place before, and all I got was 15 bucks out of it. So he asked Clyde, his best friend, to come over to get some people to actually buy his things. How would he do it?
By rolling with the punches, baby! I ain't done learning crap like...
By putting on his acting show. And what I mean is, he tries to act like he's a different kind of person from a different country. Yeah, as if some of these neighbors and people haven't seen Clyde McBride around the whole neighborhood a lot. Just as things are starting to get a little better for Lincoln.
I wouldn't be so sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna say they got so much better class than Lincoln. Such as Lana selling exotic reptiles. Yeah, I don't think that's a good idea. A little bit of a PSA. Don't ever sell dangerous snakes to anyone, especially when one doesn't even know how to handle a snake. This person could die by constriction. Or worse. Now, I would be able to stop at Lucy's stand for what she is selling. Candles, cobwebs, cauldrons. By the way, this old man is Flip, everybody, who owns a simple gas station that we see in each random episode. He's like Mr. Grouch, but a little different than that. He seems like he doesn't want to buy anything until Lucy says that she has a free psychic reading with every purchase. Yeah, doesn't everybody wish anything was free in this world? It's a free country, we have the freedom of speech. And Lisa does the same thing for expired chemicals. Buy one, get one free. I don't see any reason why she has to get rid of those things if she could use those ones for future reference. It could be useful for her. And as for Lily, I'm not quite exactly so sure what she's going to do with that change, but what the hell is even on her mind anyway?
On my way to where the air is sweet.
And then we also have Lenny, who is selling the garage.
You're really selling this? Hello, it's a garage sale.
Moron.
But Lincoln decides he ain't gonna give a fuck, and he's gonna get his own victory dance. But Lincoln is actually last place, And holy fuck, Lily has sold $20 worth of stuff. Wow, now I'm actually starting to know how did Hammy lose his nuts in the first place to begin with.
You want to help me find my nuts?
Please be my friend.
Sleep well tonight, dreaming of your teddy bear coming alive and trying to eat you. So Lincoln and Clyde are starting to go around the house and picking up so much various items, which is probably not a best thing to do. Honestly, dude, you're selling your mom's wedding dress?
Nah, she never wears it.
It's too small. She must have been married in that one.
Seems like Lincoln's self-plan is actually coming to work together with a huge crowd that he's attracted. I can see that Lincoln's kind of getting to be a little selfish about this. That is until his sisters butt in and, what could they all be thinking about now?
God damn!
Of course, like a bunch of selfish dummies they are, they go around the whole entire house and they start taking some stuff from the house to sell too. But being as blind as they are, Lincoln wins this competition until...
Someone give Lily her blankie.
I don't know where it is.
No, really? Oh no, we must have sold it.
Of course, Lincoln's being an ass of Jack's.
Yeah, very sad. Now, if you don't mind, I'm about to do my victory dance.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, never mind.
And decides that he's got to put the competition aside and he's going to help get Lily's blanket back.
Oh no, you're not gonna be the hero. I'm gonna find that blankie.
Not if I find it first.
I am finding that blankie. I'm gonna find it first.
The victory dance shall be mine.
Really?
Y'all didn't learn a damn thing from this? So, being the smart Alex SOBs that they are, they decide to go around the whole entire city and go find Lily's blanket from house to house. Lincoln, for some reason, puts up missing posters of Lily's blanket. Yeah, like anyone else is going to find a missing item anywhere in the city. You know, why don't put up a $25,000 reward for a missing pigeon while you're at it? Lincoln comes across a family and sees a baby with the blanket that looks like Lily's blanket.
Aha! Where did you get this?
Wow, this mother must be really abusive. Lincoln is at Flip's gas station and he actually sees like a purple cloth blanket that Flip is using.
I need to buy that blanket back from you.
No can do. This blanket's working for me. Really gets the bird poop off.
Please, it's important.
Yeah, I think something's wrong about that, of giving a blanket covered with bird poop onto it. It's probably not the best thing. Would you really give a baby that kind of blanket?
No fucking way.
Yeah, I didn't think so. So Lincoln and the girls actually make it home with all of Lily's blankets or whatever they got. Except for Lenny, who actually has a welcome mat.
Dang it.
And for some strange reason, all the siblings gave so much of their garage money away to Flip just to get the same kind of blanket back.
I even gave him my bingo ribbon.
I won't even ask. You know, these blankets are bringing back a memory from a Powerpuff Girl episode with Buttercup being addicted to her own blanket. But get this, it also turns out that Lily's blanket...
Here you go, sweetie. Still hot from the dryer.
Aw, you gotta be fucking kidding me.
It's been in the Loud House family all along, but as half of the shit can't even get worse. Lincoln tells the mom that they kind of caught up in a competition and they kind of sold everything.
Well, you're all kind of grounded.
Well, win a few, lose a few.
Y'all did deserve it, and I hope they learn a lesson. No more competing. And just as this episode couldn't get more interesting, even for me, Lincoln starts to do a dance.
Go, Lincoln. Best butt shake. Choo-choo.
I would love you if you didn't smack your ass like that.
You call that a victory dance? Go, Lana. Go, Lana. Mine's better.
Why do you even have a butt if that's all you're gonna do with it?
One will stay with you till blood squirts out your nose. This
MILF. 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 Hey, did you get a load of that MILF, retard?
No.
You idiot.
Ha! Give me a break. Get a load of the goulash shakedown. Go, Dad. Shake it down now.
Well, now I can see where they all get it from.
As they say, the nuts don't fall too far from the tree.
And it's probably my best not to tell you the wordplay on that term that Lincoln just said. The nuts don't fall too far from a tree. Anyway.
Go Snapper!
This episode, Come Sail Away, was really quite interesting. Normally when there are times when I want to watch The Loud House on television, there usually would be this episode, Under Pressure, or much likely other episodes like No Guts, No Glory, Heavy Metal, Making the Case, and yet Space Invaders. But this episode I have seen the most out of all those. By the way, the title Come Sail Away is a little parody title of Come Sail Away from a 1977 Styx song. I don't know how many other people would actually enjoy this episode from the first season if there's so many other episodes that you can enjoy other than just one episode or at least 3. People, I'm not gonna lie, no matter what Loud House episode you really enjoy or you actually love, this episode you would have to place along with those others that you actually loved. Actually check it out if you haven't seen this episode already. But whatever your thoughts might be after you watch this episode will be all up to you. In my opinion, the one thing that got me going and got me entertained was the victory dance from all the siblings in the end. I just love seeing how the way they danced in their own way, especially where they learned it from. Oh, by the way, here's a piece of trivia I bet some of you guys didn't even notice. This episode occurred on a Thursday. Why? Get this, because the dad, Lynn Sr., was cooking goulash in the end of the episode, and in Fed Up, it is revealed that he cooked goulash on Thursdays. So clearly to speak no more or less about Come Sail Away, I give the episode 8.5 stars. The episode was not that bit of a cliched. Every Loud House episode is kind of like that, but who cares? That's everybody's opinion. But in my opinion, I do this out of everybody else's opinion, even my own. I'm just a guy who's going around the state of Michigan in the city of Zeeland, Holland, and picking up people's perspective and their opinions on an episode. And I do my best to put their perspective and their opinion about the episode as I look over it. And I can clearly put my opinion alongside with theirs as well, and what I would think of the episode as well, too. And don't get too judgmental just because much people are right about an episode whenever they notice something about it, something right or wrong about it. I ain't doing it for the competition, I'm doing it just for the fun and entertainment. And I much likely enjoy the Loud House as much as you all do. I am the Loud House Critic, and I got a boogie.
I'll be busting the moves and I'll be busting the rhymes. We'll be busting up laughing cause it's party time. Party time, it's party time. Everybody's feeling fine. Cramped inside this tiny space may sound bad.